Oh no, I've got a new phone. How am I ever going to use my Razer Jungle Cats on this new phone? Snakey, help me. I see. So Razer makes a product that is designed for all phones now. And that's probably how Razer would want this conversation to go. But unfortunately, it's more like this. Oh, you mean the Razer Jungle Cats? The controllers that became practically useless the second I broke the case when I actually dropped the phone once and ended up with a shattered back. Yeah, let's just say this wasn't a very long-lived product, but the Razer Kishi aims to fix everything wrong with the Jungle Cats. But that then begs the question, is a device like this even really worth it? Well, we're gonna have to unbox it, test it, see if anything has changed in mobile gaming over the years. And yeah, hopefully we'll have a new way to play on our new phone. So let's get into it right after the intro. So as mentioned, this is the Razer Kishi, which surprisingly is designed for Xbox, and specifically Xbox Game Pass. So that is one of the major differences between when I first reviewed this phone and the Jungle Cats. Between then, Xbox Game Pass became a thing, Google Play Pass became a thing, Apple Play became a thing, Stadia came and went. A lot has happened, and so this kind of a product actually makes a lot more sense when you consider that something like Game Pass can actually be used with your mobile device to actually play full-blown console games. That being said, there is also the option of in-home streaming using the Steam software, which has also been getting better and better when it comes to this kind of thing. Looking at the box, we can see that this can actually be used in both a conjoined form, much like this one, or in a split form, which then goes around the phone itself. One of the coolest things about this is it's actually a wired connection as opposed to wireless. As long as your phone has a USB-C port, this controller version will work. And if you have a Lightning port, well, there's actually a version for Lightning. So you're pretty much covered no matter what you need it for. The one with Lightning, though, is not branded Xbox Game Pass ready because Xbox Game Pass is not on the Apple App Store. I do want to note one weird thing about this in particular. I actually purchased this one inside a Target. Now the only reason that is weird is because this product came out in, I want to say it was 2020. So the actual start of, the pandemic and everything, it only started showing up on store shelves recently. Oh wow. We'll give them credit. They've actually upped their unboxing game yet again. And there are a couple things that I like right off the bat. And now I don't like them as much. Okay, let's get in there. Interesting. So, I don't know how to describe this feeling here. It's like everything is here, but it's not the best it's ever felt. So let's take a closer look here. We've got 2 sets of triggers, analog sticks, ABXY, D-pad, Xbox button, share button, menu button. It's pretty much the same as a standard Xbox controller these days, which is, I guess, why it's designed for Xbox. We have a charging port on the bottom, and obviously this is some sort of a status indicator LED. Other than that, in the box, we've got an instruction manual that has non-chroma version stickers. Now, interestingly enough, this MSRP is for $100, which is a little steep for what I think it is and what it feels like. It doesn't feel like a $100 controller at all. but it's also never at that price. I've seen it as low as $30 on Amazon during the holiday season, and I personally picked this one up for $70, as I said, in a Target. Okay, so let's kind of try it with the case on. I don't think it's gonna do it with the case on. All right, well, case off it goes. Going in naked. So this is a nice rubberized piece. I don't know if it's gonna like the bar here. So that plugged right in just fine. And yeah, it's really not gonna like that bar. I had to make a small adjustment, but there we go. That worked. In fact, actually, do it that way. And just do the same thing right there. See if maybe we can then. Yes, we can. There we go, use my own rubber bumpers. Okay, so other than the fact that getting it in here with this phone in particular was a bit of a struggle, we now have it set up. We have it with the case on, which actually kind of implies that it's gonna hold pretty decently. Now that it's actually in there, it doesn't feel half bad. And navigation works right off the bat. Oh, this works without any issues. Oh, they have Sonic Tails and Knuckles. Oh, that's actually awesome. Okay. Okay. Somewhat legitimate. All right, we're back, and I have some thoughts. For one, the method that I was attempting that I went to go figure out, well, it's broken now. There were 3 pieces of software that were used in the past. It was Octopus, Mantis, and Panda. And all of them used to do the same thing. They would allow you to key map the controller to touch gestures on the screen. All of them are currently broken. Every single one of them. And it is not anybody's fault, really. It's more of a limitation that is unfortunately app developer based. PUBG apparently really hates this type of device to the point that if developer mode is even active on your device, they will ban you. So yeah, just overall, that seems to be a bit of a sticking point, and it sucks because when you can run this thing bare metal, it's freaking amazing. Like the few games that have it, Asphalt has it, the Sonic 2 that I was playing had it, Stardew Valley has it, Dead Cells has it. Games that have native controller support are freaking amazing. And games that should have native controller support, such as Genshin Impact and Muse Dash, are a little extra disappointing because they have controller support on other platforms. In fact, on iOS, you can play Genshin Impact with the Razer Kishi iOS edition. So yeah, there just seems to be a bit of a disconnect on what Android can do and what it should be doing versus what app developers are willing to put in the time for, which is disappointing. But I won't go out and say that I don't recommend this device, because I do, but not for the applications on the phone. Right on the box, it mentions that this was made for Xbox Game Pass. And yeah, It is. Like, I have Game Pass installed right now on this phone, and I can just go right in here. So as you can see right there, I'm right in Xbox. Let's see, I played a couple games, but I've been really playing a lot of Banjo-Tooie, an Xbox 360 game on my phone through Xbox Game Pass. And we're gonna do this in real time right here. This is how fast it actually loads in. I'm connected to 5G instead of Wi-Fi for this. So this is entirely mobile, but that's it. It's already into the VM. It's already doing its thing. And latency-wise, pretty damn impressive, actually. Not only that, if you use Steam Play, which I do, yeah, it makes this a bit more compelling. It allows you to turn this into sort of a portable-ish gaming device where you're going to be relying on streaming services, but it works. And when you are using this controller in that way, it's pretty amazing, actually. Like, this is Banjo-Kazooie running right here. You can see it's nice and responsive. Works just like it should. So honestly, like Microsoft, Xbox Game Pass, I'm gonna have to do a deeper dive into that. But in all seriousness, it is probably the best use case for this type of device. The controller itself feels pretty good for what it is. At times a little cheap feeling, but now that the sticks have loosened up and that I've used it a little bit, the sticks feel good. The triggers are a little like they're pretty mid. D-pad's pretty good actually. And the ABXY, now that I've actually used them a bit, are pretty nice. Also, a great feature of this device is that there are actually speaker grills right here on the bottom that allow down-firing speakers to actually not get covered up by the controller itself, which yeah, amazing, because when I'm playing Mario Kart Tour, my hand cups right over that speaker and it doesn't sound too great. So it's a shame that I can't play it with this device. So yeah, overall, the Razer Kishi is a pretty decent piece of tech. It's a little expensive for what it is. I would not pay the $100 asking price ever. But if you have no other option, like all you have is an Android phone, and you really want to play some serious games, I could recommend this with the stipulation that you're using it for Xbox Game Pass or Steam Play. Other than that, your library is just too limited on Android. On Apple, it's a different story. I would actually recommend this 100% on Apple, because Apple introduced a system that requires a controller to work. So the Apple App Store version of the subscription model is perfect for this kind of device. So yes, this was the Razer Kishi. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Wolfie, out. Oh, by the way, if you're not already subscribed, I'm gonna be doing a bit of an experiment with this. I'm gonna put down my Switch for a week. Point is, I'm going to be attempting to actually use this thing as a gaming device, and I will let you guys know how that works. Like, am I going to miss the Switch is the question.